can see it. Official welcome back to my vlog. I haven't actually put up any vlogs for a little while, but I have been actually recording quite a lot lately. That's why I kind of wanted to do one of these kind of vlogs, because I wanted to explain a couple of things. I have so many recordings that I need to edit and actually put up. There's actually so many, even dated back to before I was pregnant last year, like early on last year. It is May the 14th. I think it might be the 14th of May. I wanted to come on here and talk about goals and like habits, and I know. So a little while ago I popped her birthing vlog up and I put it on a different channel because I was actually creating a new YouTube channel for just like for some different purposes. I got back to like this channel. I was like, oh, I actually genuinely love this channel. It's got all my memories. It's got all like the things before I was a mother and all that sort of stuff. So I'm keeping this one. If you've been following me for a little while, you would probably remember that I was doing a magazine about roughly 2 years ago, which was along with Balance for Parents, like another project that I was working on. And in that process 2 years ago, we had so many goals. We were planning on basically buying a house. Pretty much this year, 2026 was going to be the year that we were planning, having a goal to actually purchase a house. We used to love the cottage that we used to live in. About 2 and a bit years ago now, we got told that we had to leave because the owner's daughters wanted to move in. Basically probably hit a little bit of a depression and anxiety around that, just because we finally got to a point where we had paid off all of our debts and we were like really happy, really content about where we were, and we had really good, strong goals to work towards. But then we didn't consider that we weren't able to stay at that property. So we ended up having to move, and we ended up moving about an hour away from the Gold Coast, which was in the hinterland. It was changed. So there was just so much change at the beginning of 2025. I basically didn't put my energy into the magazine. Is that crazy? You were going crazy. This is all wet. I'm hungry. I have got your puree out actually. In the past 2 years, we've had a lot of change going on. We've actually moved from Queensland to New South Wales. So we've also had another baby, another big change. So in the last 2 years, we've had so much change. Basically, I'm at a point where I'm like, I need to start working on myself again. I need to start doing my projects because they really light me up. I really love creating. I love like sharing my life and all that sort of stuff. Actually, last year worked as a part-time conveyancing assistant, so I stopped working at the restaurant that I was working at, which had really good money as well. So like there was a lot of change in that perspective as well. Must be doing something because, yeah, okay, look, yeah. One thing I don't do is muck around with like the taping side of things. Don't hesitate giving them Panadol or like Nurofen or whatever. I would rather them to be comfortable. Like I love my natural habitats. I love my natural remedies, but I do feel like, you know, given like pain, I really, really much prefer to give them Panadol and Nurofen. I do sometimes put some Vicks over the top here, just to like relax those muscles there. We'll see how she goes. I know she's getting tired as well, but I'm gonna try and stretch her out as much as I possibly can. So a lot of you actually don't know, but last year I was working part-time as a conveyancing assistant, and I also was working alongside some brands, making some content in my free time. Whenever I had some free time, but I was making content for businesses, because this year I really want to start like monetizing that sort of stuff. I wanted to get some practice last year, not have so much pressure on it and all that sort of stuff. So this year it's basically something I really want to do. I realize that there's a passion there. There's a lot of people out there that are good and are doing good things with their small businesses. Yeah, I'm a big true believer that we all need to support one another, right? I'm trying to see what's going on. Just maybe we might be able to support each other and, you know, help, especially like small businesses in, you know, little things that they do. I know. So basically that is my goal this year. So I have been working on my maternity leave in little spaces. Like it's not been like anything. I don't know if I'm going to be returning back to work. I really want to concentrate on my magazine, which is almost ready to go. I'm going to release it soon. I've been a bit of hush-hush on it because I didn't want to put pressure on myself. I want to be at home with my babies, and yeah, basically that was just where I'm at. So I've got all right. Okay. All right. I have literally had about an hour and a half intermission from when I was talking to you guys before. Maisie fell asleep. I called Ryan. I was on the phone to Ryan for like half an hour. It's just good to have a conversation with your partner when your 5-year-old isn't, you know, going, hey, 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 hey. Love Savannah so much, but you know, it happens. It happens. We're just trying to work out when we're going to go pick up a new piece of furniture, and I don't have the biggest car in the world, and Ryan's got a big car. So I'm just like, when can we do this? Yeah, by the time I knew it was like 35 minutes past, and then Maisie started waking up. So yeah, I'm just like obviously settling her down with a bottle. I'm very hungry. I've got out her puree and I haven't even given it to her. Gosh. Getting back to everything. Actually, I forgot my goals. I forgot my stuff. It's got all of my ideas, it's got all my goals, all my habits, all that sort of stuff that is going on, because right now, obviously, in like the season that I'm in at the moment, I'm just trying to find myself. Also, yes, I have moved my couch to face outside. It's actually quite a cloudy day. And again, back on the topic of having a 5-year-old, I need to do content. I need to talk to you guys and have this chit chat with you guys when she's not here. Otherwise she'll be like trying to tell you guys all of her fun things in her life. So I have to work with the lighting that I've got. So basically I wanted to go through some habits that I'm already implementing. If you guys have been following me, my nutrition is one of my biggest things right now. I'm mixed feeding, so I'm still breastfeeding 3 times a day. So I'm trying to just keep up my nutrition in that way. Obviously I'm repairing my body, replenishing, nourishing, all the things. Having whole foods all the time is like basically one of my biggest things. Don't get on the topic about dark chocolate right now though, because I'm just like slamming that. I just love it so much. So things that I have already started implementing right now is getting up at 4 a.m. Except for today, she decided to get up at 2:16 a.m. this morning, and we didn't go back to bed till 3:30, and it's just far too early. So I actually slept into a 20 to 8. So you best believe that we were rushing this morning to try and get Savannah to preschool. So it didn't happen today, but like about 4 days out of the 7, I have been getting up at 4 a.m. Lemon water has also been a really big thing as well. I feel like lemon water is a really good way to hydrate, cleanse, all that sort of stuff. I'm obviously just trying to be my healthiest version. Now that we've finished having kids, I'm challenging myself to be the best and healthiest version of myself, because it's almost like I have to like start this series of 4 a.m. thoughts, because seriously, my 4 a.m. thoughts, like when I'm feeding Maisie, is crazy. They're like really deep thoughts. I'm not like scared of death or anything like that. Some people out there are very scared of death, but I am not scared of death. I think it's just like that natural thing, like circle of life. But since having kids, I've been not scared of death, but I'm scared of I'm scared of not being there for them. I swear she's just like a meme. It's like not having it today, hey? Of course, I'm trying to have a conversation. But I'm scared of dying and not being a part of my kids' world. So basically, I'm just focusing on my health and my fitness and making sure that I am as good as I possibly can. But I just want to be there for them. And obviously for Ryan, like I could not imagine my family moving on without me. Like that is a really scary thought. So yeah, if I can do and be the best version of myself, I just, you know, I feel like I have a higher chance of being there. Like, you know, I want to live at least till 80. I used to do this back when we lived in the cottage, but another thing I really want to do, but I actually fell out of like a lot of my routines in between like moving and doing all that sort of stuff. But obviously having a newborn again, my routines are just like, they're the ones that help my days get on, and I just need some sort of like structure and things to make me feel like me, all that sort of stuff. And anything that I can do to help my future self is what's going to keep me moving and keep me going. So basically that's what I have been doing. So I have been emptying the dishwasher about twice a day, so that by the time I get to dinner, all I have to do is like empty the dishwasher, and everything I use over dinner, I can just put straight back into the dishwasher, and it only needs to take me about 10 minutes after we've eaten just to put it all together and put it on. This is probably like a normal thing that you're already doing in your home, but for me, it was always like sort of do the dishwasher at night time. Like I would always just accumulate everything and do the dishwasher at night time. So then it was like a huge thing after dinner. Another little habit that I have developed is I've started cooking dinner around like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's just so much easier for me. And that way it's again like within that whole cleaning up the kitchen sort of deal. It's just making things a lot easier on the nighttime routine. There's also a 1 hour reset that I really love to do, and some days I do it and some days I don't. But on the days that I do and I keep it in consistency, it works so well. Like all around me, I can just see, it's hard. I was gonna say with a toddler, but she's not a toddler anymore. But with a 5-year-old, where it's just like she's got like pockets of like toys here, toys there, toys and like half-eaten things over there, and there's toys over here, there's just stuff everywhere. So keeping on top of that is something that I want to do, and I feel like a 1 hour reset in the middle of the day, which is not including like washing, kitchen, bathrooms, all that sort of stuff. It's not including that. It's literally just like the little things that are always around, all those little things that you want done, like washing, like cleaning off the windows or the doors, or you know, cleaning out the microwave, just like those little things that just don't get done on like a normal basis, a normal everyday basis. So that's also another good thing. I want to have a bath once a week, either at 4 a.m. in the morning, just like where I'm having my own time. And I think like going into winter, that would be a really nice thing to do, because in the nighttime, I'll be either having it with my children, or I'll be having it really late at night, which I did do the other night. But you know, I think I prefer to wake up and have a nice warm bath with Epsom salts, all that sort of stuff, have my lemon water in there, maybe read a book, which is also bringing into like my next thing. I used to love reading books, and since all this moving and adjusting to new life and all that sort of stuff, I just actually have not been reading. I've been reading actually. I've definitely been reading storybooks for the kids, but not for myself. I've been getting back into workouts and I feel so frumpy. I guess that's just like the word. I just feel so much heavier. My body is just not moving the way it used to, of course, and I'm okay with that. I'm not beating myself about it. It's just acknowledging on what wasn't the same and where I need to be. Yeah, that's just like where I want to be. If you are in a place right now where you're feeling exactly the same and working out is too hard, like I've been there before with Savannah, and I was actually much heavier with Savannah. I just remember moving my body and going, this is so hard, and it's so, it is like really hard to move your body when you're just feeling a bit like that. But you got to remember that you are doing it because you feel that way, right? And I have been doing it for 3 weeks now, and I notice every week that I just feel so much more different. And I'm not actually training with a program, I'm doing what feels good for my body that day. So if I will have like a stopwatch on for about 40 minutes, that's all I do, and I literally just stretch stretching, weights, a little bit of Pilates, a little bit of cardio, a little bit of everything in 40 minutes. And basically that's all I need. And then I might just top that off with a walk. Personal goals, I would love to lose 2 kilos a month. And I feel like that is pretty good. I don't want to do anything crazy. I just want to work with my body. I just want to feel good. I just want to slowly get there. I'm not putting any pressure on my body because I have so much more respect for my body, of what it can do, where it's going. Really? I have so much more respect for my body, especially when I did doubt it. Everything happened all at its right time. And I want to read a book a month. That would be really good. For business, so at the moment, the reason why I'm like trying to get this done right now is because I want to put it up now. I have got so many YouTube videos that I need to edit and put up, even backdated before I was pregnant with this one. Yeah. Time, mental health wasn't great. You know, there was a lot of things. And I know it sounds like excuses, but you know, that's just, it is what it is. But I am still gonna put it up because I want it for my own memories. I want it for her memories, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I think it's just really nice. If you want to be a part of our journey, then you know it's nice for you as well. I love watching people's vlogs and things like that. So if you like me, you'll probably like it. So I'm going to be doing 2 vlogs a week to try and catch up. So I'm going to do like a present YouTube video, which is like now, so that you can live in the moment with us. And we can also backtrack way before we even moved, even because I did like a little diary thing when we were moving. So I have been working on a magazine. My magazine is going to come out probably next week. My 4 a.m. wake ups for the last 2 weeks have been dedicated to the magazine. Last year I was working alongside some brands, making some content, doing some creation for them. And honestly, this year I really wanted to put it all into fruition. I'm passionate about it. There's some really good people out there doing some really good things, and I really want to support them. And yeah, this magazine can help them as well. I just feel like having a magazine, I want to get it to a point where it's very nostalgic, and we can do a monthly basis of like sending out a magazine. I reckon that would be so cool. I don't know about you, but I used to get Girlfriend and Cosmopolitan. My auntie actually gave me the best present when I was young. I was about 13, I think. And she got me like a year's worth of subscription. So yeah, I love that. So I want to bring some nostalgicness back into it, take it away from social media. My maternity leave is close to being over. I'm going to be going back to work. I would love support in this because I know I'm supporting brands where other mothers are staying at home with their children. Absolutely want to do. I actually did a course which is in my magazine last year. It did cost a little bit, but it has helped me with confidence. It's helped me with understanding what I want to do and what I can do. Personal updates, I guess, like, you know, Macy, she is 4.5? No, she's about 4 months old. We still haven't done our cupcake reel yet. Some cupcakes made, I just got to do them. Ryan needs to be at home when the sun is up. And our days are getting shorter, so it makes it a little bit harder. Things, we also need to get molds of her feet and her hands. We got them done with Savannah. And we tried doing it the other day, but she kept moving. So yeah, we need to do that as well. Other things that I want to be obviously focusing on is our budget. The fact that I am nearing my maternity leave. I mean, I don't want to go back to work. I need to obviously have a good budget in place. That might be something that I may share. Yeah, there are a couple of our little goals and habits that I sort of want to work on. I can't really think about what else I need to do, what else I needed to talk about. I can't think. I just cannot think. But I just wanted you guys to know that I'm going to be uploading twice a week for a present and for a past. And yeah, and my magazine is coming out. So they're my 2 biggest things that I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to run. I got some cleaning to do. Got my kitchen to do. I gotta start dinner. And this girl, she needs something. I think she just wants some connection, which is so fine. I'm happy with that. All right, you want to say goodbye? You say bye-bye. Bye, bye, bye.